Have you ever wondered how a single spark could reshape an entire city? What if the Great Fire of London was more than just a catastrophic accident? What if it was a catalyst for the rebirth of one of the world's greatest cities? Today, we unravel the untold story of the Great Fire of 1666, a disaster that was as much about destruction as it was about reinvention. In the mid-17th century, London was a city of contrasts. Home to over 300,000 people, it was one of Europe's largest cities, buzzing with trade, politics, and life. But beneath this thriving exterior lay a problem. London was a city built of wood, overcrowded, poorly planned, and highly flammable. The narrow streets were more like alleyways, and the timber-framed houses, often coated with tar to keep out the damp, were ticking time bombs waiting for a spark. To make matters worse, sanitation was almost non-existent. The city had recently endured the Great Plague of 1665, and a sense of tension lingered in the air. London was a city ripe for disaster. It was the early hours of Sunday, September 2nd, 1666, when the disaster began. Thomas Farriner, a baker on Pudding Lane, went to bed, leaving his oven smoldering. At around 1 a.m., those embers ignited, sparking a fire that would rage through London for 4 days. Initially, the fire was treated as just another blaze in a city used to frequent small fires. But this one was different. A strong easterly wind fanned the flames, spreading them rapidly through the tightly packed streets. The fire raced westward, devouring everything in its path. By Monday, the inferno had reached the financial heart of the city, destroying key markets and homes. By Tuesday, St. Paul's Cathedral, a 500-year-old Gothic masterpiece, was reduced to rubble. The lead roof melted, pouring down the streets like a molten river. Amid the chaos, rumors spread. Foreigners, Catholics, and even the Dutch, England's rivals at the time, were accused of starting the fire. Fear turned to anger, and mobs began targeting outsiders, adding another layer of turmoil to the unfolding disaster. Samuel Pepys, a government official and famous diarist, chronicled the fire in vivid detail. His accounts give us a window into the chaos, but they also reveal the paranoia gripping the city. While historians agree that the fire started accidentally, conspiracy theories persisted for decades. Some even suggested that the fire was divine punishment for the city's sins. When the fire was finally extinguished on Thursday, September 6, 1666, the damage was staggering. Over 13,000 houses, 87 churches, and countless businesses were destroyed. An estimated 70,000 people were left homeless. Miraculously, the official death toll was listed as just a handful, but historians believe the true number was far higher, as the poor and unregistered were often overlooked. The fire didn't just consume buildings, it erased lives. In the face of tragedy, London saw opportunity. The city had to be rebuilt, not as it was, but better. King Charles II appointed Sir Christopher Wren to redesign the city. His vision included wider streets, brick and stone buildings, and a grand new saint, Paul's Cathedral. Though Wren's ambitious plans were scaled back, his work laid the foundation for the London we know today. The fire also led to critical reforms. Building regulations were introduced, firefighting techniques improved, and the city became more organized. The Great Fire had burned away the old, but it paved the way for a safer, stronger London. The Great Fire of London wasn't just a disaster, it was a turning point. It reminded us that from destruction, new beginnings can emerge. The fire reshaped London's identity and gave it the resilience to endure future challenges. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the untold story of the Great Fire of London. History isn't just about what happened, it's about what it means. If you enjoyed this exploration, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And remember, every story has layers waiting to be uncovered. See you next time on Puzzle History.